Hi, this is Keith with Alien Drones. Thanks for stopping by the channel, really do appreciate it. Today I wanted to talk about some things that you don't really hear about very often, but they make your life of drone flying a lot easier. And that is, I want to go through the top 6 accessories that are inexpensive that are going to make your drone flying experience a lot better. Now, I wish somebody would have told me about these ahead of time, because there is some of the Fly More kits that include some of these. However, I didn't really know, so I ended up buying a piece part, and I ended up buying some of those accessories that worked terrible. They didn't do a good job. I did find some reviews afterwards where people had tested those, so I appreciate those. However, I did throw some money at some accessories that were just not worth it. They didn't do what they said they were going to do in the advertisement. So now my list of accessories might be different than somebody else. I would think they probably would be. However, that being said, I've had this Mavic Pro for about 6 months or so now. So I do have a little bit of time with it. And these really kind of have proven themselves to be really useful to me. So I'm going to share those with you here. And of course, I want your comments on these. If you have tried some of these accessories and you've tested those out, let me know how it goes for you. I'd appreciate that. Now, every one of these accessories, I'm going to put a link down below in the description. That lets you know, you can just click on it and go. I was surprised in searching for some items that it was actually difficult to find, even though I knew the name of the accessory I was searching for, especially on Amazon. I was surprised it just wouldn't show up. It gets some off-brand weird thing. I don't know why the search engine is weird like it is. But that being said, I'll put the links down below. You can just click on it. It'll take you right to it, and you can search around and see if it makes sense for you. So without further ado, I'm going to start with one that most people don't think about very often, and it's number 6 on my list, but it's one of those that really is important. Again, it's not one of those you're going to need every time, but when you do need them, you're going to be sorry that if you don't have it. And that is spare propellers. Again, I know it's not very sexy, right? Talking about extra propellers. You might say, well, I'm never going to crash my drone, so I'm not going to need these things. Well, you know, it happens, and maybe it won't even be your fault. So it's important to have these, because if you are on some trip, you're going to the Grand Canyon and you have found some awesome hills that you're taking and some rivers, and then something happens. You lose, you get a magnetic interference, or something happens, you get a big gust of wind. It might not necessarily be your fault, but all it does is it has to tip one of these. They're pretty fragile. And the tips are gone, it's vibrated, it's going to ruin your whole trip, you're done. And you're not going to get anything incredibly fast. So just get a set of spare propellers. You won't regret it. Got the silver set, which is like the original that came with the Mavic Pro Platinum. There's another set that's like this that are gold. Same thing, just different colors, but they're still shaped the same. So if you have the Pro or the Platinum, get the ones that are made for it. And again, I'll put the links down below so you know which one they are. Cost you 25 bucks basically. Get yourself four of these, and you'll always have them. At least one set. I bought a couple. Not that I plan on crashing it, but if you want to see what happens when you do, the video is here. That actually I did crash the drone and what it looks like. So video, I'll put it up here. So go take a look at that when we're done with this one, and you can see what it looks like after you actually do run into something with your propellers. Awesome. Number 5. Now, number 5 is one that, again, I do have a quick video that I did on how to actually fold this thing, but that is the landing pad. This thing is so awesome. Doesn't matter if you're on grass, asphalt, snow, things like that. It is awesome. Just get it. It will protect garbage from going up in the bottom of the ventilation of your drone. And if you're in grass, grass comes up, hits the bottom of the gimbal, things like that. And this is so compact, there's no reason not to have it. Again, cheap as dirt. Put it in your bag. Just have it. You know, if you don't want to someday and you put it on the asphalt once in a while, hey, no big deal, right? But this thing, this thing is just awesome. It does a great job. And, you know, I even know how to fold the thing now because I did a few videos on it. So look at that. I'm becoming an old pro at that, baby. You want to know how to fold this bugger? It is in a video as well. Again, that video is up there. All right. That is number 5. Get this back in here to snap and hit me in the face. Number 4. Again, I wouldn't be without it. These are getting crucial now. Here is the Mavic Pro. Here is this little landing gear that's on here. You'll notice there's 3 pieces to it, 1 for each leg, and then 1 for the back here. This is awesome. It gives you about another, 1.5 inches or so total probably clearance, maybe a little more than an inch here. And again, you can see if you're coming down on any grass or anything like that, that gimbal is right here. And that gimbal is sensitive and it's expensive to replace this stuff. So these little plastic feet, they just pop on there, and you can see like this one, they just pop on, easy. Definitely worth the 10 bucks it's gonna be. I mean, I wouldn't even blink. Get the landing gear, you won't regret it. This on top of the pad, what an awesome combination. Number 3 and number 2, I'm gonna put together because I think they're probably best done together. You could do one or the other, but I think in combination they work better. And I have had a video of that. And again, I'm gonna put that up here. And that is a video that I had disconnects with the remote. But I will show what they are in this one so you know. And again, you can get one or the other, but I would recommend both. And the first one then is a magnetic charger for your remote. So what I found is this little connector in here is kind of dorky the way that it's designed. And they have this little, it's like a micro USB in here, but it's shaped odd, and you're constantly, if you're trying to charge, you're pulling this cable that's made in here in and out, in and out, in and out every time I charge, and it dangles and you put it in there again. It's kind of a hassle. So I removed that cable completely, and I put this little magnetic charger in here, and it's so nice. You just leave this little tab in, then all you got to do is you just hook this up. There you go. Look at that. We're charging. So that is fantastic. Just pop, charge, done. Don't have to fiddle with this thing. Now you might be saying, if you haven't watched one of the other videos about this cable, is, well, what do you do with the connection that used to be here? It went down into your device, right? Well, that's the other one. That is number 2 on the list. And that is this little cable here. This little cable replaces the one that we just pulled out of there. Again, I won't go into the details of all this. It's in the video that I'll put up here, the link, and it's actually the one that actually causes disconnect. So it actually solves a problem as well as being an accessory. So this little cable just goes in here. It winds up, sits right in here like this, connects right into your device, and then you're done. You have this cable, it's in there. Really works slick. Again, put your device in here. Now you've got your device, put it in, you've got your cable in here, you've got your charger here, you can plug it in every time you want. No big deal, just works. So number 3 and number 2, both of these cables. Okay, so before I go to number 1 on my list of accessories, I'm gonna give you a little time to find that subscribe button, and go ahead, hit the subscribe, the notify that's there as well. Assuming that the accessories and the information I'm putting out here is useful to you. And I really appreciate it. That just keeps the channel going. And it just lets me know that all my yakking into the screen here is actually useful to you. So I'm going to give you a minute. So go ahead. I'll wait. Cool. In addition to this last number 1 accessory, I'm going to have a little bonus kind of giveaway here. And right at the end, I'll tell you what it's going to be. And some people that have watched some of the videos in the past are going to like this. So we'll see. So don't forget, watch to the end here once I go through this one, because I'm going to tell you how to get a little giveaway here of something I thought was pretty cool I found. So, all right, with no further ado, number 1 accessory for the Mavic Pro is this gimbal protector. Now you might be thinking, I already have a gimbal protector. It came with it, didn't it? Ah, yes, but this one is awesome. This one is a lot different. So let me show you what came before. It came with a gimbal protector that looked like this, but it didn't hold the gimbal actually in place. You needed this little goofy clip. So the key there is this gimbal protector actually has the gimbal restraint built in. So what do? You can take this thing, put it in your case. When you're ready to travel, take this gimbal protector, you put it on. What it does is there's these little tabs here. Those little tabs will actually catch the back of the gimbal and keep it from moving. So you go ahead, you put it in there. I'm going to use both hands here so I don't damage anything. All you do is you line it up, slip those little kind of teeth over, and now that they're lined up there, all you do is just put it in place. Done. Now, this gimbal protector's in place, protects your camera area, protects your lenses, but it's also got those little kind of teeth down there, look like buck teeth on a rabbit. And look at that, it's there, it's good to go to travel. Now, you don't fly with this on, of course, and I wouldn't recommend flying with the one that comes with the Mavic either, because you get all kinds of glare and junk on it. It's not really meant for that. So to get some good images, don't fly with that original one on. Now, this thing is awesome because, again, it protects it during travel, and it holds it so it doesn't have any vibration. Because this is a pain. If you've ever done this thing, it is kind of a pain. Now, I would say throw this away. However, don't do that. And the reason being is if you use neutral density filters, you're going to want this little clip to help you stabilize the gimbal while you're putting those filters on. Now, I'm going to do a video on neutral density filters, why I use them, which ones. I did some testing on some Freewells. I did some testing on some Polar Pros. Did some testing on some off-brand neutral density filters, why we use them, which ones worked, which ones didn't for me. But just let's say, don't throw this away because you'll want to keep that for your neutral densities. But you won't need it for travel and protecting things. This is awesome. Awesome. Number one. So there you go. That is my top 6 items that I would say on the cheap for the Mavic Pro Platinum, that you should get for this thing, and they're pretty cheap. Again, links are all down below, so don't worry about trying to find them, pretty easy. So thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video here. I certainly do appreciate it. What I'm going to do here is, you've seen this awesome cable, right? This is a cool thing. Well, I found another cable that's just as awesome. Not only is it cool red, but it's a little cloth. You can see here, it's a little cloth around there, and the ends are just a tiny bit smaller. So the little bit of end here, once you plug these in, of course, it wraps around like the other one. And the cool thing about this one is it's just a little bit smaller, so it goes in and out of here just a little bit easier. So it's another one of these, so you can have a dandy one of these cables if you haven't purchased one already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give 2 of these away. Once I reach 20 subscribers and 20 comments down below this video, I'm going to pick 2 people. Tell me which one of these cables that you would like, either for an Android C or for the Apple Lightning connector. And I'm going to pick those people based on the comments down below, and I'm going to send you one of these free. So just my thanks for subscribing and commenting down below. Certainly appreciate it. So there you go. Again, appreciate you making it to the end of the video, and I hope it was useful to you. So awesome. Appreciate it. Good flying.